Am I the ill for losing it on my wife after she told my son to get out of the picture at my stepdad's birthday party? I'm really struggling here and starting to feel like I'm losing my mind. I think I'm being gaslit, so what better place to get some clarity than Reddit? Here's the situation. You know you're losing it when you have to come to Reddit. I've been married to my wife for 8 years, and on the whole, we have a good relationship. She has 4 kids, 2 daughters, 2 sons, ages 11 through 16, from a previous relationship, and I have 1 son who's 10. Since day one, I've treated her kids as my own and done my best to support the family. Financially, it's a big load, but I'm happy to do it. We live together in a 5-bedroom house where each of her daughters have their own room. Her oldest son has his own, and her youngest son shares a room with my son. The main issue and what's tearing me apart is how she treats my son. She barely acknowledges him and rarely asks how he's doing, and generally acts like he's invisible. Tonight it hit a breaking point. We were celebrating her daughter's 11th birthday party, and everyone was gathered to sing and take pictures. I told my son to get in with the group for a picture, which seemed fine. But then, right after the group photo, my wife looked at my son and told him to get out. Get out of the picture, move to the side. I want one with just my kids. Dang, that's not nice. I feel like my heart shattered in that moment. I completely lost it. I told her that we're supposed to be a blended family and that my son deserves to be treated like one of her own. I feel like she's drawing lines between her kids and my son, and it just doesn't sit right with me. For context, my son's biological mom passed away 2 years ago, supposedly from COVID complications, though she had a history of drug problems that may have worsened things. My son only has my wife now as a mother figure. I'm terrified that this rejection from her is going to hurt him deeply and cause psychological damage. Am I asking too much for her to treat him like a part of the family? I don't want to be overreacting, but the way she flat out ignores him is painful to witness. Am I the a-hole for expecting her to step up and include him? I mean, first of all, it's a good sign that he's realizing that his son is being excluded. A lot of step-parents, especially men, don't be giving a damn. But the thing is, you can only tell a grown adult something so many times. If she doesn't want to treat your son as I feel like if someone didn't want to treat my child like they treat their children, when I'm treating their children like they're my children, then I would flat out break up with them. Because what do I benefit from seeing my child be hurt? Why would I want to be with someone who doesn't respect my child, who isn't going to be considerate of my child's feelings? After all, this is only a child, and this is your stepchild. You know what I mean? It's your stepson. And if your husband is good to your kids, 4 of them, why can you be good to his children? That's raggedy. My 34 female husband 30 male said I wasn't attractive enough to cheat on him. My husband is gorgeous. Everybody says so. I consider myself pretty but unremarkable. My features aren't exactly supermodel material, but I do the best I can with what God gave me. I have nice skin thanks to skincare, a decent body thanks to the gym, and so on. But compared to my husband, I might as well be a troll. Even my own mom thought my husband must be gay and in the closet or hiding sketchy things because of how much more attractive he is than me. It's the first thing people notice when we're out. I've had women flirt with him right in front of me and have 2 girls I know try to get with him behind my back. Even I question why he's with me sometimes. I am insecure about it, but my husband has always said that he loved me and thought I was beautiful and to not listen to other people. Yesterday changed everything. I bumped into an old boyfriend from college. We parted on good terms and turns out he's doing very well for himself in his career. I'm looking to change jobs. I'm pretty decent at what I do. We exchanged LinkedIns. There was nothing inappropriate about our conversation, and I would have no problem if my husband was there to hear it. My husband started an argument the minute I came home. He said he read through my LinkedIn messages and swore my ex was flirting with me. I said he wasn't. My husband then made fun of my ex's looks, and it was some of the cruelest things I've ever heard him say. I told him to stop and that we could talk when he wasn't acting this way. He said that if that guy became my coworker and I cheated on him. What? Then he scoffed and said, "You're not attractive enough to cheat on me, not enough to keep me." Oh, damn, I was speechless. He then slammed the door to our bedroom and locked me out for the night. What? I went to sleep on the sofa and woke up tucked into bed. I can vaguely remember him waking me up. Today he was incredibly sweet and kissed me before going off to work. Okay, red flags are all over the place. I can still remember the play-by-play of what happened, but it's like my memory was outside of my body. I have literally never heard him say something like that ever. I feel so upset and uncomfortable. What do I say to him? How do I just ask him what was he thinking and what possessed him to say the things he did and if he really meant them? I'm pretty sure he meant them, because what would possess him to say that if he didn't have that in the back of his mind? Like, I feel like he knew people been gassing him up, and I hate men who are aware that they're attractive. Like, he knows what's going on, and then he just tries to weaponize that against you. Plus, like, people have their weak moments, and people can get upset. But at the end of the day, to be cruel to your partner is crazy. Like, you could say things here and there, but things like these are super cruel to me. I don't know. I do not like them. This just sounds like the beginning of a fun marriage, to be honest. Blows up on you one day, says mean things. The next day, he's giving you a kiss and making you breakfast in bed. Am I the a-hole for refusing to babysit my sister's kids after she said I'm not a real parent? I, 33 male, am a single dad to my daughter, 6 female. Her mom passed away shortly after she was born, so I've been raising her on my own for her entire life. It's been hard, but I've done everything I can to provide for her and make sure she's happy and healthy. My sister, Claire, 35 female, has 3 kids, 10 male, 8 female, and 5 female, and is married to a great guy. They're both wonderful parents, but they often ask me to babysit their kids because they know I have a lot of experience with my own daughter. I don't mind helping out when I can, but lately it feels like they're asking me more and more, often with little notice. I've had to cancel plans, juggle my own schedule, and rearrange things to accommodate them. A few days ago, Claire called and asked if I could babysit for the weekend because she and her husband wanted to go on a couple's retreat. I told her I couldn't because I had already made plans with my daughter for a special daddy-daughter weekend. Claire got upset and said that I should be willing to help out since she has real responsibilities as a mother of 3 and I only have 1 child. That makes no sense. 1 child or 10 children, they're all the same. That comment really hurt me, and I told her that just because I have 1 child doesn't mean my responsibilities are any less important than hers. She brushed it off and said I wouldn't understand what it's like to be a real parent because I've never had to deal with multiple kids or juggle a full household. I was really offended and told her that if she thinks I'm not a real parent, then maybe she shouldn't rely on me so much for childcare. I refused to babysit, and now she's furious. She's been texting me nonstop saying I'm punishing her over a small comment and that I'm being selfish for not helping her when she needs it. Even my mom has chimed in, saying I should just let it go because Claire has a lot on her plate. But I don't think I should be treated like a free babysitter, especially when she clearly doesn't respect my role as a parent. Am I the a-hole for refusing to babysit after what she said? First of all, what's more real of a parent than someone who's alone taking care of a child? His daughter's mom passed away as soon as the baby was born. He had to take care of that baby by himself for every single thing by himself her whole entire life. What do you mean you're not a real parent? And 1 kid or 10 kids, it's still the same thing. You gotta take care of them emotionally, mentally, physically, verbally, mentally, financially, like everything children rely on you for. And plus, like, if somebody's good to you and they're doing you big favors like childcare of all things, you know how expensive baby childcare is these days? Do you know how expensive nannies are these days? Do you know how expensive babysitters are these days? Inflation be hitting everything. And you're so ungrateful? Like, OP is better than me. I wouldn't even want to explain myself. I would just say, no, I'm busy. From now on, I'm just busy. No explanation. I'm just busy. I cannot take care of your children. I am busy. Sorry.